Hello, sweethearts. Welcome to Crystal Communications. My name is JD Rhodes, and today I am sharing a little dream that I had about Kenny Rogers, who, bless his sweet soul, has brought so much beauty and love to the world and is now in such a beautiful place as he passed this earth realm into the infinite light that he's always been. So let me share with you that before he passed, about 2 weeks before, I dreamt of a singer, a male singer, and I wasn't quite sure who it was. It had been a while since I'd seen Kenny Rogers. I loved listening to him growing up. My mum adores him, but I just loved all of his songs. He has such there's like a romance to him. There's like a class, like a genuine like integrity to Kenny Rogers, and joy. So sort of like this spark, So bless. It was an amazing dream that I just want to share in case you also love Kenny Rogers, and I just wanted to explain what I saw. So often in my life, I've always have dreams of people who pass. Sometimes it's before their passing, and then I'll find out the next day. Sometimes I'll receive messages, and then I'll meet the person the next day, and they'll tell me the story, and I'll be able to explain everything that I see, and they'll be like, "Wow, how do you know that?" And I'm just like, I don't know it. I'm just shown it. So that is just something that I have experienced in my life, and so let me share with you about Kenny. Did something just fly here? I just saw something. For some reason, right before this read, I just got super zen, tired. It just instantly hit me, and I don't know what it is. But there's this state of calmness, really centeredness, and I feel almost tearful. Why does this always happen? Okay, so what happened in the dream was there was a man. He had white hair, and he was in a suit, and he was holding a microphone, and I knew that he was a singer. Yeah, he had this aura, and he literally he sort of walked, and he had this light around him, and it was a platform, and around him it was pretty pitch dark, but a stage with these beautiful fairy lights around him. And he was looking back with this glee and this joy as he saw himself as a younger man singing. And what he saw was himself on stage, surrounded by these fairy lights, but just this beautiful glow. And there was he spotted a blonde woman, which I'm not sure if it was his love. She was a singer, so maybe it was Dolly Parton, but that was sort of not the focus. All I saw was the blonde hair, because I know they had so many beautiful songs and moments together. And so he was looking at her and singing when he was this younger man, and just saying wow, I had such a great life, is what he was saying. He was looking through starry eyes, it was sort of almost wow, And then there was a younger man who was with him now, as he looked back, as he was standing there and looking back, and he had dark hair, and he was sort of okay, Kenny, because Kenny was just sort of reminiscing, and Kenny said to me, he's oh, no one else can really understand. He's these moments are always just for you. You can share the beauty of various moments and such, but these magical moments that happen in our life, They're just there for ourselves. And it was like he had this humor about it, you know, because he knew this guy was like, all right, Kenny, can we get going, you know? And Kenny was just like taking his time. And then he got like shivery tingles, like he was like, and he said to me, before we pass, we get insights of our passing, clues, symbols, hints, you know, knowing that the time is nearing, and there's a comfort in that. He said, let it be. And he said the other really beautiful thing is we see where we're going, and it's like infinite and beautiful. And he said that it's like, sorry, I don't smoke weed, but I literally feel like I am high, and I have not felt like this in a long time. I don't know exactly what's come over me in sharing this message, but this is what's happening, so I'm just gonna go with it. But he said we see the beauty of what's to come, and that is exciting because I can look back and see the beauty of what was and the joy and the magic, and I'm also excited to go forward. And there was just such a lightness, and like it was so like just this like rise, just this goodness, God-like energy, just this happiness. And I just thought, wow, like bless, you know. And he, you know, walked on in his journey, and I woke up feeling such lightness and happiness for him. And in my mind, I wondered, okay, I wonder who that's going to be. I was waiting for, you know, the message to be who was passing, which happens. It happens where, you know, where I do find out before, or I'll, you know, be there in that scenario, and then, you know, the news will come through. So I was waiting for like a famous singer, and I wasn't quite sure who it was going to be. Even though I saw so clearly, and it makes sense. Like I just saw the white hair, but I mainly saw like his younger version. Like really young, like he was looking at himself when he was like in his 20s or 30s, yeah. And then just like seeing how he progressed and just had this beautiful life. So yeah, I just wanted to share that message because it just left such a really like heartfelt feeling for myself. And so I know that if you also loved Kenny Rogers and grew up listening to him, you'll probably really like hearing that message as well. The other amazing thing is, for about the last 2 months, I had that song, It Had to Be You, in my mind constantly. I do readings on here, and in the sign of Leo, I was about to sing that song, and I didn't end up singing it. But literally my intro was going to be, It Had to Be You, and I didn't do it. And next time I'm trusting my intuition, and I'm just gonna go for it. But yeah. And then the gambler came to my mind as I was going through my money, getting supplies around the time of his passing. Like, you never count your money when you're sitting at the table. I was like, all right, I'm gonna pull out my money and count here. Thanks, Kenny. So blessed. Thank you, sweet Kenny, for just bringing so much magic and love and light to our world, and joy and song. And I hope that this vision, dream message also, you know, brings you some comfort in knowing that he is so happy with his life and where he is now. Yeah, this is the first time I've shared publicly these messages that I felt so strongly that I really wanted to, and that I was meant to. So thank you for listening, and send you so much joy, love, and light. And I feel like I'm just gonna go cry now. But it's tears of happiness. I'm drinking some tea with mint leaves. So cheers to Kenny Rogers. We love and adore you. Bless you. Thank you. I'll see you all soon. Ciao. Cheers. I want to wait for 11:11. I really do. I really do. Trust is the union of intelligence and integrity. Bless.